If your grandma shops at Kroger or Safeway, her receipt might be a quiet money leak. We found a repeat pattern. Shelf tags say one price, the register rings up higher, and staff are trained to stall the fix. Stay with me. In the next minutes, we'll show you exactly how the scan price trap works, why digital coupons and app-only discounts shut seniors out, and the 2 words to say that flip the refund from not today to right now. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. So why do sale tags look like savings, yet the register quietly adds dollars back on, especially when seniors check out solo? Let's start with the trap in plain English. The shelf tag shows a deal. You grab the item. At the lane, the system rings the higher non-sale number. No flashing warning. No prompt. A few dollars slip away. On a fixed income, that drip adds up fast. Stores brush it off as system errors or timing. The truth is, the same items ring wrong across hours or even days. You flag it, and a clerk says they'll fix the tag later. Later never helps your receipt. This is not a blown fuse. It's a dimmer switch. Low, steady, and easy to miss. Walk through a simple run. The weekly ad says 2.99. The shelf tag says 2.99. You pay 3.79 at the register. Where did it jump? Buried inside loyalty gates and promo files that load late or fail, or need your account tied just right. If the barcode points to the old file, you eat the gap. Investigations have documented this pattern. Register prices for sale items drifting above posted tags, with fixes lagging behind and refunds owed when challenged. That's the part most shoppers don't hear. There's a debt sitting in the system. You just have to know it exists. End caps make it worse. They scream deal, stack bright labels, then hide the per unit math. Multi-buys, 2 for $6 sound simple, but you need the per item price in your head, the loyalty card linked, and the promo active. If the file says no, the lane won't argue. You're moving fast. The line is moving faster. Data backs it up. Temporary drops and multi-buys misscan more often than plain shelf prices. That complexity is not an accident. It's a fog. Think of it like a maze with mirrors. Every turn looks right until you hit the bill. Here's where the plot points line up. Kroger's lanes show scan errors most commonly on sale items tied to digital perks. Safeway plays a different game. Keep seniors off discounts in the first place so there's nothing to scan down. So the mini payoff right now, the tell is simple. Sale items and multi-buys are prime suspects. If your total feels off by 3 to 8%, it probably is. Now let's move on to the chain most linked to this pattern, and how their lane playbook keeps it rolling. How does a chain ring higher than the shelf on most sale items without a riot at customer service? Let's start with the pattern. At Kroger family stores, the bright tag says one thing, the lane says another, especially when a loyalty card or a clip digital is supposed to unlock the deal. The sign does the selling. The scanner does the taking. The frontline fix is slowed by design. Staff are pushed to keep lines moving and avoid calling a manager for every mismatch. That nudge turns one-off corrections into "we'll note it," which is code for "you pay now." When speed is the metric, accuracy loses. Here is the machinery behind it. Promo files load late. Regional price zones clash. If your account is not attached just right, wrong phone number, card not linked, app logged out, the system defaults to full price. The shelf tag is not the law in that lane. The file is, and the file can be old. Investigations have flagged a pattern of overcharges tied to sale items and slow fixes, with refund exposure piled up in the background. The errors tilt one way. You never get a surprise discount. The store gets the bump until someone stops the line and asks for it back. Now walk the lane. Self-checkout hums. You scan the sales serial. No alert. You need a clerk. The screen locks. The clerk checks and says, "The system shows full price," offers to note it, and waves you through. There is a queue. You do the math in your head and let it go. That is the quiet profit. Self-checkout grows these misses. When you scan your own cart, you juggle bags, screens, and a moving line. Small mismatches slip by. People catch less when they must be the cashier and the auditor at the same time. There is a short phrase that changes the tone without a fight. We will get to it. First, the root mix that makes seniors eat the gap most on sale items. Promo desync, loyalty gating, and no automatic shelf tag enforcement. Stores like this bank on the file, not the sign. When you say scanning accuracy, many lanes must honor the lower posted price and push through a manual override. But what if the shelf price is correct and you still never see the deal? Safeway makes sure you never reach the discount in the first place, and they have a maze for that. What's harder than getting the sale price? Getting the discount that exists but never shows up. That's the specialty here. You see the promise on the sign. You tap your card. The register shrugs. Let's start with the rules that move. Seniors get a deal on certain days, or in the app, or only if you clip a digital coupon you never saw. Each rule sounds small, but stack them and the discount chokes out. You did the shopping. The system makes you do the paperwork. Then comes the stall. The shelf says one thing. The receipt says another. Staff point to the app, the date window, or a different store's policy. It's not a no. It's a maze. And every step takes time you don't want to spend at the lane. The digital maze is the point. You're asked to make an account, verify an email, and clip offers hidden 3 taps deep. To check out, a QR code times out. The scanner won't read. The app logs you out. The discount sits behind glass while your total climbs. Look at what analyses have found. Senior discount days don't line up from store to store, policies shift by location, and enforcement is uneven. That mess doesn't just confuse shoppers. It chills claims. You stop asking because the answer keeps moving. Layer in old tricks. Shelf tags that say a sale ended yesterday but stay up. 2-4 bundles that require a digital clip to trigger. The register reads the system, not the sign, so you pay full freight while the bright tag does the selling. Investigations have also flagged tag date lapses and repackaging concerns around near-expiration goods presented as fresh. That is not just sloppy. It's a nudge to pay more for less time. Seniors feel it first. You want the fast lane fix without the runaround. Here's the real kicker. The 3 blocks are simple. App-only clipping, shifting discount days, and manager approval stalls. Counter with 2 steady phrases: advertised price honored and posted senior discount. Ask for a manual override to the number on the tag and the senior rate on the sign. Once you make that ask, watch what happens next. The system suddenly has room to move. Now let's move on to the scam behind the system. How the tech itself turns tiny errors into a steady cash drip. What turns a 40-cent mismatch into a steady cash stream? And how do you shut it off at the lane? Let's start with the quiet part. One-off mistakes are noise. System friction is a plan. Slow fixes, digital gates, and self-checkout shift the work to you while the register keeps the bump. It's small, repeatable, and easy to miss in a busy cart. Stores point to price matching and refunds. Sure, they exist, but the path is slow, confusing, and easy to abandon. You wait for a clerk. A manager is on break. The policy lives in a binder you never see. Time pressure wins. Your wallet loses. Here's the play. Big baskets hide small deltas. Multi-buys spread the math across units you don't track in your head. Self-checkout removes a cashier's second set of eyes. The line behind you acts like a timer. You feel rushed. You wave it through. That's the profit. Consumer agencies have flagged the same cluster. Hidden fees, burdensome rules, and digital-only deals that lock out non-tech users. When the discount lives behind an account, a code, and a tap path, a lot of people never get through the door. Spot the telltales. End cap promos with tiny fine print. Tags with past due dates still hugging the shelf. Buy X save Y, that does not fire unless the coupon is clipped in the app you just logged out of. The scanner reads the file, not the sign, and the file wins until you challenge it. Audits back this up. Temporary price cuts and digitized promos misscan more often than everyday tags. More moving parts means more misses. The truth is, complexity prints money. You want the 2 words that flip the script and the exact steps to lock in a refund now. Here's the move. Phrase, scanning accuracy. Say it calmly. Don't debate. Photograph the shelf tag. Get the price, the SKU, and the date window in the frame. At the register, compare the item's barcode to the tag SKU. Ask for a manual override to the advertised price. If the store has a policy for overcharges, request a refund plus policy adjustment. If they stall, stay at the lane. You do not need to reshop customer service. This is why staff are trained to discourage challenges. Delay shrinks claims, but your steps cut through the stall. So what is the takeaway? Your simple, repeatable playbook for every trip. Small scan errors aren't random. They're repeatable friction that schemes from seniors first, then everyone else. The fix is simple and ends the slow leak. Audit 1 receipt this week. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who checks out for a parent or grandparent. Then demand the posted price at the lane. Don't wait for customer service. Say scanning accuracy. Show a photo of the tag with the price, SKU, and dates. Ask for a manual override. If a policy applies, request the adjustment. The leak stops the second you make that ask. 1 trip at a time.